All right, so in this video, we're going to go over the Facebook Audience Insights. Now, this is a great tool here that allows us to come in here and look at different variations of different audiences, different types of pages, different types of individuals that are going to be most likely our type of customers as well. So what we want to do here is we want to look at everybody on Facebook. We want to look at the entire platform. And so let's say we have a supplement for bodybuilders and we're looking to find others that may be interested in our bodybuilding supplement, okay? So the first thing that we would do here is we would go to the actual area here, whatever type of area you want to target, whether it be the entire world or if you want to just target the US. Here for example purposes, we'll just type in the US. Okay, so the first thing we want to do here is type in bodybuilding.com because we want people that are interested in bodybuilding supplement. Okay, great. So now we can see here that we have an audience of 2 million to 2.5 million people. Now this is going to be great here because it's going to give us information as to how we can break this down even further. So here we can see that we have the audience of 18 to 24, and then 25 to 34, and then 35 to 44. So this is typically going to be these two here, the best type of ages that we can target. And more often than not, it's going to be the majority of men that are going to be interested in bodybuilding products. So let's go to 25 through, let's say around 40, okay? That's going to be the best numbers there, 25 to about 40. And let's go to all men there, okay? And so we're going to just set up this audience here of men of 25 to 40, okay? And then down here we can look at the relationship status. We can see 34% of them are single, 19% of them are in relationship, and then 42% of them are actually married. So this makes sense here. With the in a relationship and engaged, typically they are in a relationship and they're more focused on the relationship more often than not. But those that are single obviously are going to be more focused on themselves. And then when they're married, they typically are able to focus on working out as well. And so let's look at the college here. 70% of these individuals have a college degree. And then we can go down here and look at some of the top job titles here as well. Okay, so now that we have kind of a baseline audience here, we have about 900 to 1 million people, and we've broken this down to 25 to around 40 for the men. Let's go to the page likes, and we can look at here some additional page likes that these individuals are also going to be liking. And so one of the best things that you can do here is when you're creating different audiences is create buckets of audience. So for example, people that like bodybuilding, right? They're typically going to like these other products here or brands as well. And so what you can do is create a bucket of audience of people who like bodybuilding.com, and then create another bucket of audience that of people who like bodybuilding.com and BSN and Optimum Nutrition here, right? Same thing with Muscle Farm, right? So you want to create these buckets of audiences that give variation so that you can give Facebook enough data so they can find the right type of audience to continue to show your ads to. Now, let's go over here and look at BSN. Now we can see here they have over 1,200,000 people that like this page. Now, when we create an ad, our ad isn't going to get shown to all of these individuals. Let's say we selected bodybuilding or just this particular brand that we want to show our ads to for our bodybuilding supplement. Our ad isn't going to get shown to everybody here. What's going to happen is our ad is going to get shown just to a small segment of this audience. Let's say 1%, 2% of this, actual audience. And then from that data, from that information that Facebook is collecting as far as people engaging, actually commenting, liking, maybe actually purchasing, the actual product, they're going to gather that data, gather that information, and then continue to show your ads to only those select individuals that are in alignment and connected and have the same kind of characteristics as those people who have initially engaged, liked, comment, and bought your product, right? So it's not really ever going to show it to the entire 1.2 million. It's going to show it to a bucket of audience as far as the initial conditions. And then based off of those interactions, it's going to find similar individuals off of those initial interactions to show your ad to. Okay, so it does a fantastic job with the AI, with the actual information that it gathers to go and continue to find similar individuals to show your ad to. Okay, and one of the other things that we can do here is look at the actual ads that this particular brand is running. So if we want to get some ideas, well, we want to look at the competition here. We can look at the ad library and look at what type of offers these guys have set up. And we can use these here for inspiration to look at what they're doing, how their ads are actually looking, and what we can do to implement and integrate some of these features, some of these characteristics into our ads as well. Okay. So going back over here to the audiences, so we know that all of these here are going to be, as far as for the vitamins and supplements, are going to be in direct competition to typically what we're doing, because we have a supplement, a bodybuilding supplement. So these guys are going to be the top brands here. And then this is another one here, Company Cellucor. And then it's going to show us a comedian here, health and wellness website. So those individuals that are our target market are typically going to have these things in common as well. And when we go down here and we look at the affinity score is how likely your audience is to like a given page in comparison to everyone else on Facebook. So the higher here, as far as the affinity, the more likely they are to like this page, right? So we can see here BSN, Optimum Nutrition, Body Spartan. More often than not, they're going to also like these pages, which it's showing up here. So then we can break this down even further. We can go to location. We can look at some of the top cities. We can look at the top countries here. Well, we only have the US location there, so that's not going to be a problem there. So top cities here. And then we can look at the activity here as well. We can look at the pages liked, the comments, the posts liked. And then we can look at the device users here, which is great for our ad. So we can know which type of individuals are actually using desktop, which are using mobile. But not only that, what type of mobile device? Are they using iPhone? Are they using an iPad? Are they using an Android device, right? So we can look at that these individuals are actually, the majority of them are using an iPhone or an iPod, okay? So that's going to be great information for when we're creating our ads. Okay, so let's go back to the demographics here, and we can look at the fact that we have the ability to go into more advanced features here. So if we go to advanced, we can break it down by language, by relationship status. We already know here that these individuals are most likely going to be as far as single here and married. So if we want to just break it down for single and married, we can do that as well. We can go here to education. We can just focus on those who have college and maybe even the high school right here as well. And we can break it down as far as the work, market segments, right? And then we can break this down even further. So that's going to be here for the audience insights. This is going to be a great tool for you to look at your competition, look at the audiences that are going to make the most sense for your product or for your service. Here with this example here for bodybuilding.com, you can see that we've been able to break this down quite a bit. We know what type of audience we're going to be targeting, what type of similar pages that our audience likes as well. And we can look at the actual competitors' Facebook ads directly on Facebook. So Audience Insights tool here, powerful tool, highly recommend, and we'll see you on the next one.